Alright, so just came back from seeing The Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, in theaters at the Westfield Shopping Center, Cinetopia. Oh my goodness. It's pretty much just like the first one. Oh, the cliffhanger that leaves you at the end. You're just like, really? Really? Thank you so much for doing that. And I totally called it too. Totally called it. So I'm sitting with my mom because we get there maybe 10 minutes before it starts, like the movie itself, so we buy our tickets and stuff like that. And there's not enough spots for 4 people to sit together. So my mom and I sit with each other, and then my dad and William go sit closer to the screen, and they don't like doing that. But as it starts, like, I've been sitting here, and I have to pee, and I've had to pee for probably like an hour now. And I do not pee during movies. It's just something I do not do, and I will never do. It's just not going to happen. I will not pee while I'm watching a movie. I pee right before the movie, and then I pee after. That's always how it's been, and that's always how it will be. So if you ever go and see a movie with me, you'll kind of get my routine. But anyways, so I've had to pee for at least an hour, and I'm like, okay, when is this movie going to end, and how are they going to end it? That's the main question I was running through my mind. And then, not even a minute later, it ends. Like, it's a black screen, and then the song comes on. You're just like, no! Why? And I went and saw it with my family, as I just mentioned. And it turns out they haven't seen the first one. They didn't see The Hobbit, the first one. And I'm just like, I didn't know that. So they saw the second one without seeing the first one. And funny enough, and kind of ironic, is that with The Lord of the Rings, I saw the second one before I saw any of the others. So I guess the way I saw Lord of the Rings is how my parents are seeing The Hobbit. And on the way home, I explained the entire premise of how The Hobbit is before Lord of the Rings, much like it is with Star Wars, and it's pretty much following the guidelines of Star Wars anyway. But, no. If you don't like the movie, and don't like the fact that they're making it a 3-part series, and if they are adding things, because it's, the book that it's based on is about a 200-page book, excuse me, and it doesn't have a lot of the stuff that the movies have. And if you don't like that, I completely understand where you're coming from. Of course, I haven't read the book, but I think it's a great story. The effects are amazing. They still have the same actors for the characters, and I'm just like, Orlando Bloom came back. Yay. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. So, 3rd grade is when I first saw Lord of the Rings, and in Montana, I have a, sentimental box. And in that box is a letter that I wrote to Orlando Bloom that I still have folded up, and it's in my crappy 3rd grade handwriting. I still have it. And I even sent a letter to Orlando Bloom when he was in London, of all places. And, it's just, yeah, I have a special connection when it comes to Lord of the Rings, and I like them a lot. I'll quote them. I love the songs. Like, if you hear the soundtrack, you're just like, oh, I know what this part is, I know what that part is, whether it's the Shire or whether it's Sauron. It's just, this is an amazing series, and I'm really happy that they're drawing it out, and that I'm probably going to see the 3rd one when it comes out in theaters. Yes, so excited. But back to the fact that my parents hadn't seen the first Hobbit. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. So, tomorrow night, because it's late, and we're tired, and we cleaned the house today again. Reasons on cleaning the house later, but we'll probably see the movie tomorrow night after dinner. But the fact that they hadn't seen it yet, I'm just like, they didn't even know it came out. They didn't even know it existed. That's my family of isolation for you. Yeah, 6 miles out of nowhere, which is a 6 miles out of a small town, which is about 15 minutes, and then 30 minutes from Vancouver. But back to the house. Okay, so the reason why we clean the house is that scheduled-wise, last night, which was Friday night, my parents were supposed to have a family, or they were supposed to have a dinner with 2 other older couples. And William and I were supposed to go see Frozen, another movie, and I was supposed to take them out to dinner. We were supposed to go to Albert and stuff like that. Well, turns out that they canceled. And last weekend we cleaned the house, like the entire family cleaned the house, but it's rescheduled for next Saturday, so a week from today. So we clean the house again, because you know if you upkeep on the cleanliness, it'll stay clean. speaking of cleanliness, so last weekend I decided to clean the kids' bathroom, which was mine and William, which is now mainly William's because I don't really live here that much longer. And I cleaned everything in the bathroom. I cleaned the floor, I cleaned the sink, I swept, I did everything. The only thing that William had to do was the toilet, which was the worst part. Sweet. I liked that a lot. So, this week I decided to clean the bathroom again. Swept it, mopped it, did everything like that. And I cleaned the toilet. The only thing that William had to do was clean behind the toilet on the floor. And the reason why this sucks, if you live on a well, and you know of such thing as called hard water, which has a lot of minerals in it, and you have a toilet that doesn't really like to keep all of its water where it is, or it's time and grim and stuff like that, you just don't clean it. Well, it's only a week old of this stuff, so it wasn't that bad. William had to just wipe it, twice, and then he was done. But still, it was just like, yeah, he got that. And he throws this fit over cleaning that tiny little spot where I cleaned the rest of the entire bathroom. And he throws a fit over cleaning that tiny little spot. So I'm like, okay, fine. If you want to switch that deal where you clean the entire bathroom and all I do is clean behind the toilet, I'll take that. No, totally. I'll totally take that. But, so, for those who, well, mainly for my benefit or pleasure, when it comes to the makeup, I didn't have a problem with my eyeliner today. It was actually kind of cool. I did the same, no, I didn't use the same products for my eyeliner today. So, the eyeliner from the last video was a Avon product, and it's part of their hookup line. It's kind of like a brush type of eyeliner. And for any of those who know makeup, which I'm pretty sure, well, definitely not a lot of the guys, unless they're actual makeup artists, it's more of like it's a very fine, small brush, and it's about that long from like my fingertips, well, not my fingertips, the nails, and that's how long it is, and it's like it's a brush, and it's a very soft brush, so the bristles are like very flimsy, and it takes forever to get the right line that you want. And then what I have on now is a gel liner with an actual angled brush, and I probably should have known this before, but I was watching burlesque as I was getting ready, because you need music or you need white noise in the background, because that's just our generation today. I noticed that they wet the brush before they dip it in the liner. And that made so much sense, and then I did it, and I only had to do it once, and it would turn out perfect, and I'm just like, I like this. And if you are observant enough, this is the same lip color that was in the last video. Only it's faded. Do I want to? Yeah, I do, because it's right here. So, I'll show you what it's like when it's freshly put on, and then I will say adieu, 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 adieu. I'll say bon voyage, even though it's not really the correct goodbye saying. So this is the little compact mirror that I have in my tiny little purse. Hey! That would be my cat. What I love about this lipstick, not only the color, but the formula. Like, it's really smooth, and it actually moisturizes my lips. This color is called Oxford Wine, and it's by Avon, because my mom happens to be an Avon handler and stuff like that. But anyways, so we're gonna see how it sounds. Oh, it's going on. Nope, stop.